garage time, we're going to install our city water connection on our 1979 Westfalia. You can see here's our vent. Our electrical hookup is over there. We've purchased what we need from Go Westy. You do have to drill quite a large hole in the sliding bus, so we've actually bought a brand new hole saw, 2 5/8 I believe it was. So we're going to go ahead, mark it out on here where we need to cut our hole. Now we've done research online trying to figure out exactly where to put our hole. It is a rather large hole. Don't want to screw it up, just want to do it once. So looking at the original Campmobile manual, which came from Westfalia themselves, it looks like it's about 2 inches down, and for whatever reason it's slightly offset. So why it's offset, I'm not sure. To me it would make sense to center it down. So what we're going to do is go inside, we're going to remove some of the cabinetry so we can see, you know, maybe there's a brace, who knows. But for whatever reason, Westfalia did decide to offset it a bit. We want to make sure why they've done that before we drill our hole. So we're going to go ahead, tape this up, we're going to go inside, remove the millwork, and see what we can discover. We're just going to remove the shelving, and then we'll have to remove that piece, and that should give us access to what we need to see. Now unfortunately I do see some mold back there, so we will clean that up at the same time while we're in here. It's never something nice you want to see, so yeah, we'll clean that all up. Okay, so as suspected, there is a rib. I'm not sure if the camera's picking it up, but right underneath the vent there is a rib. So we will obviously measure down to avoid that rib. So we'll take some measurements in here and go outside and make sure we are below that. So there you can see we have the right faucet with the extra connection for the city water. It's just nothing connected to it right now, so we will obviously be tying into that. So it does make sense why they put it down, but it doesn't make sense why it's offset. So if the top of our circle is 3 inches below our vent, then we won't hit the beam. So we'll go outside and maybe even do a bit more, like 3 1/4 or so that we do not hit, or we try to avoid as much of that brace as possible. So I'm actually going to take off this cover just to make sure I measure exactly. It's only 3 screws, not a lot of work. Okay. Yeah, the hole saw I bought is, as I mentioned, 2 5/8. So I got a brand new one. Make sure it's nice and sharp. So that's going to be obviously the top part of the circle. So if I measure down 2 5/8, I don't have enough tape. So be adding more tape. And since I saw no blockages in the middle, I'm putting it on extra thick. I definitely don't want to slip and scratch. I'm going to come straight down and keep it center, even though the manual showed it a little offset. I'm going to put it right center. I prefer things, well, to look symmetric. Okay, so I got my level, got my center hole. Alright, so we've marked it out. We're going to give ourselves a little dent. Go ahead and drill. Okay, so I was very nervous about that. But everything seemed to go easily. Beautiful. So now we will open this, our water connection. Make sure it's level. Mark our four smaller screw holes and drill some pilot holes for that. So since the bus is sitting in a garage and we can't guarantee it's perfectly level right now, what I'll do is I'm going to put this vent cover back on, and then we'll go off that. Okay, so again with our scribe and punch. Just enough that we don't slip. Okay. Alright, so after a trip to the hardware store, we bought a bunch of adapters, decided to do our plumbing in PEX. So we thought that would be easiest. So here we have obviously our connection on the side of the bus. So we have our transition there. We're going to run a small piece of pipe, do a 90, and then obviously run a larger pipe up to the faucet. This is what was on our faucet. So we had to buy essentially two adapters. So one to thread into the existing faucet and then a transition to a PEX. So with our crimp tool, should be pretty straightforward. So we've gone ahead, measured, pre-cut our pieces of PEX. So we'll go ahead and put Teflon tape on our threads, tighten it up, secure this on the bus, and start our assembly. So this is plastic. I don't want to go too crazy and break it. Now they did put a steel ring around here to reinforce it, but that seems good and tight. So this piece is good for the bus, so we can do it out here because it'll be a little simpler than once it's installed. So we can install that piece of PEX, put on our crimp ring, and we'll be going up with a 90. Now the hole in the bus is quite large, so that 90 will work, but before you put it on, make sure you put on another crimp. Okay, so those two are ready to go. Line up my rings. Get my crimp tool. Okay, so this piece is ready to be installed back on the bus. Now for this pieces, again, just apply your Teflon tape. I'm going to assemble this as assembly. I'm actually going to crimp this on outside the vehicle, but I won't. The last crimp here at the 90 I'll do in the bus, but this I will do out here, so I'll tighten it into the bus or the faucet with my adjustable wrench. This I won't have an issue getting my crimp tool in the tight space under the sink because I'm doing it out here. And then the last one at the bottom I'll have easy access to, so I'll do that one in the bus after this has been installed. Okay, so that is ready for inside the bus. So we've installed our gasket on, and we will put this in. Okay, so now we just need to move inside and install the piece up to the faucet. Okay, so the we've got our assembly together, so now all we have to do is add that PEX or put it on to our 90 over there, push it on and crimp that last one, and we should be ready to go and try this out. So we've gone ahead and connected our water. We bought a 90-degree just so it hangs down easier, and a pressure reducer so that in case the campsite or wherever we go has very high water pressure, that we won't damage anything inside. So yeah, we've gone ahead and hooked our hose up to this. Water is on. So we'll take you inside the vehicle now and show you that it works. So here's a shot inside the vehicle. So we don't have the original switch on here for the holding tank, but this side would be the holding tank motor. This side is your city water side. So if I go ahead and loosen it, now I don't want to do too much, but you can see on and off. That's city water coming in. When I release that, I am in my garage, so it's just going to pour water on the floor. So here's another shot underneath, but system is still under pressure. No leaks, so we have a sealed working system. Everything's good to go. We're ready to go camping on city water. Now I'm sure you could tell I was a little nervous drilling that hole, but everything went without a hitch. So that's how you install city water on your Volkswagen bus. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you next time.